And action. Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to my channel. It's been a minute. So I've kind of gotten tired of answering comments on when the next video is gonna be, where I've been, yada yada. So this video is probably gonna be more of an update video, probably pretty boring in terms of nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna be me sitting here blabbing. So if that's your thing, great. If not, you know what you're in for if you say. I'm gonna try and keep this video pretty raw because at the moment I'm both, I want to say too lazy, but really the answer is too busy to edit and don't really care for it at the moment is probably the more accurate answer. I don't have the time and I don't have the patience or care to edit YouTube videos at the moment. Ooh, how do I start this? So I've always loved photography and videography, like forever. It's pretty funny. One of my oldest friends, the last time we were hanging out, was saying how she's always remembered me just taking a million photos and videos. I actually, way back in the day in middle school, she actually had a YouTube channel and I would do the filming for her in like our gymnasium and stuff. It was pretty funny. But so YouTube was kind of forced upon me in a way. It wasn't something that I was ever like, this is what I'm gonna do. I was looking at college programs to go into photography and it never just seemed like something that I wanted to spend money on because it never really seemed like a career for me. It was always more of like a hobby kind of thing and like if I happened to make money on it or something, but it was never intended to be a career for me, I guess. So YouTube was kind of forced upon me. Another person was like, you need to do this. I'm doing it, you need to do it. And it started out as like, I was doing the filming for them, which I didn't mind because I got to do that like creativeness. I was bringing in all these different camera angles and different perspectives that they weren't thinking, and it was a lot of fun. And then one day like a camera was like forced in my face and it was like, you need to film this video, you need to start doing this. And from the start, I was pretty hesitant about it, and over the course of the last couple of years, I've definitely gotten more comfortable with myself being in front of the camera, and I have found a lot of joy in doing the videos. Unfortunately, through that process of being forced into it, and the type of videos I was making, and the circumstances surrounding YouTube in the way it was introduced to me, a lot of negative energy surrounds YouTube and making of the videos for me. Unfortunately, still to this day. It's kind of shifted the perspective that I've had on it, but at the moment it's just more of like a chore, I guess. And there is still that like resentment that I have towards making videos, which is a shame because like I said, I do enjoy it. And I have always wanted to inspire people, younger people, women, especially, you know, the next generation of women. It's definitely gotten better in the last couple generations, like women in blue collar fields and whatnot, but even today I've left jobs over, you know, being disrespected and not being treated as just anyone else on the job site. So I do still think that there is ground to be made in it for sure. Over the course of this past year, the YouTube videos have definitely gotten more sporadic as my perspective has shifted and I've needed space from it. The internet is a weird place and it holds a lot of love and hate relationship, as I think it should, because it can be both a very beneficial tool, but there are so many people out there as well that use it as a place to spread hate and all that other stuff. And most of the time when someone leaves like a crazy comment on something, I'm usually just laughing at it. I think it's so funny, including ones where people don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. I think that's hilarious. That's totally my perspective on it, and it's so funny. I'm so comfortable with myself. It's hilarious that random people on the internet find my presence so uncomfortable. I don't know if they're intimidated by me, but I find it funny. Because yes, I was born a female, I identify as a female. I very much like girly things. I have my nails did right now. But yeah, I do all the blue collar stuff. I will get my hands dirty in just about anything. I'm a carpenter by trade. I've been working for a plumbing and electric company for a couple of years now. I've done excavation, heavy equipment operation and maintenance, and recently I also got a second job working as a mechanic in a motorsports shop, which has been a lot of fun. So I've been doing all sorts of mechanic work on motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, really anything that rolls through the door and has a motor on, we seem to get involved with at the moment. So that right there has been taking up most of my time. So on a scheduled job, I'm working Monday through Friday doing plumbing and electrics, 40 hours a week, give or take. Recently it's been more take. I've been working more hours. We've been busy. And then on Saturdays, I'm working at the mechanic shop. And then Sundays, I've been actually doing side jobs. So I haven't even really been home at all. Today was actually my first day off of a job in several weeks. Which brings me to the job that I have been at every second that I haven't been on a job, which is this new background, this new never before seen background that you're seeing. I bought a house. So this is my house. This is my garage. Ta-da. This house is a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's got a garage, which is pretty cool. So I've been working on getting this cleaned out. It needs a lot of structural work. It's a fixer-upper, for sure. Did I say that? It's a fixer-upper. So yeah, just trying to get it from abandoned turd to something nice, because I don't want it to be anything less than that. I have standards. So I think it's been over a year now since I was finally able to separate myself from that abusive, toxic relationship that started my YouTube presence. And over this last year, I've done a lot of work to try and figure out where I need to be. Because it was like 2 years, all of my dreams went out the window. Like before that, I was looking to buy properties, then COVID hit and stuff got crazy. But I had after school, I was really sad. I was like, I'm going to buy property. I'm going to start building my dream house. And I was just like, this is it. I was looking at properties. It was a whole thing. I was fighting with real estate agents because they didn't want to show me anything and whatnot, because I don't know, I was a child and they didn't think I was serious, I guess. But everything I wanted to do kind of went on hold, and I was helping someone else pursue their dreams, and it took a really big toll on me. So removing myself from that really toxic environment where this camera was getting shoved in my face all the time when I didn't want it there, and filming things that never should have been filmed and put on the internet. I mean, so many crazy things happened in front of and behind cameras, and I was just so tired of my life and my well-being not being cared for. There were multiple instances where I was almost killed in ridiculous situations, filmed inappropriately without my knowledge, and this person was trying to put it on the internet, having cameras shoved in my face, me being really unhealthy and on camera. I cut all my hair off because it was falling out in chunks. I got so unhealthy, and the internet just went off on me for that. They couldn't handle a girl with short hair. That apparently automatically makes you a boy, which is hilarious. That's the standard people set. But I don't know. A camera gets put in your face and you're expected to be this happy person, and that's not always how you're feeling. That's not always what's happening around you. And people don't seem to understand that, yeah, I'm on your TV, but I'm a real person and I have feelings. So over this last year, I've done so much for myself. I've been trying to build myself back up, build my financials back up. 2 years of barely getting paid, and those paychecks being unpredictable and having to beg for money from the person that's supposed to be paying you is just unbelievable. So switching back to full-time and having a regular paycheck, getting things in line. I got to travel quite a bit in the spring, which was a lot of fun because I love traveling, and that was kind of something I wasn't able to do. I got to go visit family down south. I got to see things that I've never seen before, just gorgeous sunrises, hanging out with friends I haven't seen in a long time. Really got to dive into work. I really dove into work head first too, which was good. I'm operating at more of a journeyman lead position. I'm just sent out on jobs now without any direction, which is really cool, because plumbing and electric isn't a trade that I really ever expected or saw myself to be in. It was kind of something that just happened. So it's something I wanted to learn, but not something I necessarily wanted to be doing for forever. Getting the mechanic job is really good because this is something that I enjoy. I think I might be a grease monkey at heart. I do enjoy that. I come home covered in grease and I'm not upset about it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. So I've got this house now, and this has been taking up a lot of my time and will be for the foreseeable future. But stuff is moving in a really good direction now, and just taking the time to foster good, healthy relationships with people, and just really surrounding myself with good people that are successful, and encouraging my friends to, take the leap to be successful themselves, and trying to help, some friends get their names out there. I have a friend that I made a video on, amazing singer. Hopefully she's going to be getting signed soon, trying to get her name out there. I did a photo shoot with another friend of mine, which was super fun this summer in June. It was a pride shoot. That came out so good. Hopefully we'll be doing more collabs together soon, because our chemistry, like with a camera, is just so much fun. It's so natural and I love it. I love the back and forth that we have. One of us gets an idea and then the other one jumps in like right off of it, like tails off of it. Like, okay, you're doing that, now add this to it, or switch it up a little bit, or okay, that's a crazy idea, let's do that, and then let's step it up a notch and do something that's even crazier. And it's just, I just love it. It's like, if you're not supporting each other, you're bringing each other down. And that is so important to me. Friendships, relationships are just so important to me. And I think that this world would benefit from people just being more kind to each other and more supportive. And yeah, I think that's my take on it. I have such a backlog of videos that I've filmed over the last couple of years. Most of them haven't even touched an editing program. So many of them I started and then I just couldn't do it. And so many things that would have made a really good video, I didn't film at all, which has also been really nice. I have a tendency to just go off on these like ADHD fixations where I have to like learn something new and random right now and get annoyingly good at it in a short period of time and then never touch it again. So like I learned how to whittle these little bears in like 2 days, and I made a couple of those and gave them to people. I learned how to make jewelry. What was the last one I did? Oh, I was like making coasters, like wooden coasters out of these trees I cut down in the woods. So that's been really nice actually, is just like taking the time to do these random things that bring me joy and not having to film them and not having a camera in my face. There was one that I started maybe a little over a year ago that I was really excited about. I got this blue Power Wheels off the side of the road, and I was like super excited because I had a friend that had a kid that was getting to be that age and was getting like really excited about tractors and stuff with engines and trying to learn about them. So I found this garbage Power Wheels, this blue Power Wheels on the side of the road, and the wiring harness was all messed up in it, and I was like, I want to soup this thing up because Power Wheels are way too safe. I'm sorry, but they are. So I was like, variable speed control. It was like a little ATV, this little blue ATV Power Wheels. So I wanted to have bigger battery in it, I wanted to have variable speed, and I just wanted to, even though it was gonna like kind of look like poo poo caca, I wanted it to be like souped out. Because I had a Power Wheels when I was a kid and the thing was so slow and I hated it. I hated how slow it was, and I hate that they only have like that one speed like throttle. So you could step on it really gently and it would go to like the max speed that its setting is, which is slow. But then when you let go of it, it would like jerk to a stop. And I was rough on it, I'm not gonna lie. And even though it was slow, after a while, like from like the stopping and going, like your neck would hurt. Like I say, like they're not safe enough. Like it's still not going that fast. Like don't go. Like they're still, like it still wouldn't be going that fast. It'd just be going faster. And I think the throttle being a variable speed would by itself make it safer, even if it did go a little faster. So, but you know, that was kind of ruined for me. And then that just kind of lost its sparkle and I threw it out. So, you know, that's just it. It's like, get away from relationships that are just dimming your sparkle. So YouTube in the future, I don't know. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't know what my future on YouTube is going to be. I enjoy doing it, but it takes a tremendous amount of time to make a video. And you also have to keep in mind that setting up cameras and lighting and trying to get good audio, like all of that stuff takes so much time, especially if you're trying to get multiple camera angles so you can keep it interesting. It takes so much time. Like doing a really simple task, but filming it will make it take 2 to 3 times longer, easy. And especially in a situation like this where you have 1 or 2 cameras and you're doing all the filming, you're doing the task yourself, and then editing it yourself. The amount of time that goes into it is just tremendous. And I've always tried since the very beginning to keep my videos very accessible. So if you use captions, I probably type those unless for some reason you're using the auto-generated ones anyway, which are usually terrible, which is why I type them so that they'd be more accurate. But maybe you notice because there are probably a lot of spelling errors in there because I can't spell very well. I try, and spell check helps a lot, but can only do so much. There's a reason I work with my hands and not with my brain. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Big plans for the future. I think it's gonna be good. Until next time. Also, if you're wondering why my voice sounds deep and is groggy, it's because it's 4 a.m. and I haven't slept at all in a while because I'm thinking about all the things that I need to do to this house. Anyway, time to get ready for work.